I'm just making a cuppa. So, sugar, baby. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Alright, let's go. Baby. Alright. See if anybody's coming on. Are you coming on? Are you joining up? Well done. Let's put a little sugar in. A bit of sugar. Some coffee. How's everyone doing? Are you all good? So as you know, I ain't been on for a couple of days, which is good because I can't be bothered anyway. Yeah, so I've been hearing bits and bobs with the new, the new football game that's coming out. The end of this year, so which will be, kind of a relief, really. I think we all believe and all realise that it's going to be better without this game that we've got now. So I've been hearing a few bits and bobs that in seasons that, normal career mode. Basically, that when you're playing career mode, it's actually joined online. Yes, Brad, how you doing, buddy? It's actually, you actually play online. You can actually do an online career mode, which I find fascinating because you're using normal players, in normal teams. You can make your own squad up and stuff like that. So everybody's got the chance of using different players. Yeah, all good, mate. All spot on, pal. So if that's true, that's going to be a really good thing to do, and it's going to be a level playing field. So I'm quite chuffed with that. Good evening. You're all right? How you doing, Wazza? How you doing, pal? Good to see you, buddy. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to find out all the details. Really, this is just like rumours that I've heard, and if it is true, that's going to be exciting. The career mode is going to be totally different because you're going to be playing online against other people. So how brilliant that would be, because then that'll take away most of the ultimate team of pressure. Does that make sense? It's going to be a fun game. That's what's been missing. It's been missing that fun environment, that actual, the fun side of playing. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I had a great weekend with the beautiful weather we are having. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I've had a really good weekend. I've not worked this weekend. Well, saying that I have a little bit, but not as in like with my work, but like helping other people out. Yeah, Jay, good to see you. So, it's been a different kind of situation that I'm in because, like I said, I can't go on Ultimate Team or anything like that. I can just play Fortnite, but, that gets a bit tedious after time. But I'm glad that I'm staying away from it, to be fair, because I just literally, I think it like drags you down a little bit as well, the game. It kind of like puts you in... kind of like a bad attitude, yeah. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I can't be bothered with it anyway. But it gives you, it does put you in a bad mood because, like, when you know yourself, the stupidity that's in it, and it drives you mad, especially all the cheating and everything else good to go with it. That's the reason why people react that they do, so, weather has been lovely. I've been in a nice countryside, beer garden, pub, having a few drinks and a carby all day. Good lad, Brad. That's what I like to hear. Well done, buddy. Good on you. So I've been doing all different things. I've been helping people with gardens and stuff like that, getting their garden up to scratch so they can enjoy the summer and that. You know, I'm doing it off my own back. I'm not charging people for doing it. I'm doing it in the goodness of my heart. I really enjoy helping people. I had a load of rum last night. Oh my God. I've been dipping in holes. So, you know, yeah, I mean, you know, that's what I'm at. That's what I'm about anyway. That's me to a T. That's what I'm about. That's who I am anyway. So, you know, these certain individuals who come on my stream and come on my, you know, my YouTube channel when I'm streaming FIFA and stuff like that, putting all disgusting messages on, you know, that they ain't got a goddamn clue. You know, it's okay to write that if you know that person that is that way, but you know, in general realization that, you know, I'm one of the nicest people in the world, and I help people out as much as I can, and I do whatever I can for people to, you know, give them a boost in life, even if it's just a small gesture of like, you're more of a Thatcher's orange guy. I don't know. I take it as it comes. Whatever's in front of me, I drink it anyway. So, take it as leave it, really. You know, and that's basically who I am. I help people as much as I can. You know, I give people the kindness and the love and support as much as I can, because, like I say, there's a lot more people worse off than what I am. Oh, any day of the week, any day of the week, so I know where it comes from. Yeah, I'm working tomorrow all week. Yeah. No idea what I'm doing for bank holiday Monday. I don't know whether I'm working out or I'm off. I don't know. God knows. But yeah. So, anyway, as you know, Man City have won the league. Man City have won the league. So, I mean, I've got to take my hats off to them. Okay, they were so far behind. I thought Arsenal had won it. I thought Arsenal had done it. But no, Arsenal, you know, they switched off. They didn't get the results that they needed to put pressure on, you know, City and carry on and get the... yeah, they did. They choked it. They bottled it. And, you know, like I say... you know, and basically City deserve it. So, you know, they played some unbelievable football. I mean, when they played Real Madrid, my God, they played out there. Honestly, God, they played absolutely unbelievable against Real Madrid. They absolutely destroyed them. And if they don't win it now, you know, against that team, Inter Milan, if they don't win that final, I don't think they'll ever win the Champions League, because this is the biggest opportunity for them, you know, to get that trophy that they've been wanting to get. Now, I'm a United fan, okay? I love United, but what a comeback from Sheffield Wednesday as well, which is my second team. You know, from 4-0 down in the first leg, second leg, come back, win 5-1 and win on penalties. What an absolute comeback. What an absolute fantastic match that was to watch. So, you know, this is their best opportunity that City will ever have. If they don't win this final now, they will never win it, because they've got it there. But, you know, they've got one hand on the trophy. They've got one opportunity here. Well, yeah, true. Yeah, that's true. So, you know, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I mean, yes, they could win the treble. They could beat us in the FA Cup final. But you never know. FA Cups, as you know, in the history of FA Cups, anybody can win it. Anyone. Anything could happen on the day. And, you know, it's one of those that when it comes to FA Cup finals, or, you know, anything of like the League Cup or anything like that, anything can happen. And it's that's what makes the FA Cup the best, you know, to what it is. That's why it causes so much, you know, heartache towards like the big clubs against like the smaller clubs that go in and try and get financial help. Basically, that's the reason why they enter the competition, to try and get some help towards their their club. So yeah, they've got it all. They've got it there. But who knows what's going to happen against Manchester United in the final? Who knows what's going to happen? But like I say, on paper they are the best team. On paper they've got the best players and they've got the best team. United, when they play at full strength and they've got no injuries and they've played the best, best 11, they're a force to reckon with. Exactly the same as City, but City do have a striker, which United don't. You can't say Rashford's a striker because he's not a natural striker. He's a winger, and Haaland is a natural goal scorer. So that's where United will probably come unstuck, and that's probably where that City will actually, win the game, because they've got natural players in the right positions. Whereas United, they put different players in different positions to try and cope with what we haven't got on the pitch. So it's there really. It's kind of like a, I don't know, I'd say a 70, I don't know, 70-30, in City's favour. So for the FA Cup final. But anyway, going back to the new game that will be released, later on this year. The only few things that I've heard of, which is like rumours, I suppose, is that, like I said, I've mentioned that, when you're playing career mode, it gets boring and tedious. Now, if it is right, what they say is that in career mode that you're going to be playing multiplayer against other people, doing career mode. How exciting will that be? I think that'd be brilliant, to go up the leagues and if you're in the Premier League or whatever league you are, and you can start from the bottom league and work your way through. I mean, how fun would that be? But playing multiplayer makes it more exciting and more enjoyable, less tedious. But I'm hoping that they take, a lot of the stupidity out. It's so glitchy, it's so delayed, it's so horrible to play. This game that we've got now, it's just awful. And probably the biggest flop of FIFA in any era that in any year that I've purchased the game and played. It's probably the biggest flop of FIFA that I've actually witnessed. So there's a lot of improvement to do, and we all hope, don't we? We all hope and pray that things are going to be a lot different with this new game, because they've parted company with so FIFA parted company with EA and so forth. So it's all down to whether the right people are going to be taking over the game, the right people who know what football is, and the way that people react on a pitch, and how the game is supposed to be played, and whether it's going to be made into a fun game where it's not over competitive, but you're still able to get quality players in the ultimate team or whatever they're going to do with that game, to make it more even and more equal and more enjoyable and fun to play. Because with recent years down the line, as you know, FIFA hasn't been fun. It's been over competitive, and it takes that fun edge out of it. That's the reason why people get so peed off, because they've increased the pressure. They've increased the percentage of stupidity in it, which drives you insane. It drives you so overboard. It goes over the edge, and that's where you come out and you kind of like retaliate to the stupidity. Of course, when you come over onto whether you're streaming or anything, it comes over probably a lot different to what you're trying to put over. But like I say, with what's been happening in the last few years, they've taken all the enjoyment out of it. We used to have, cup modes where you could go into a cup mode, and it used to be fun. You got coins from it, you could build the coins up, and you play it so many times, you could just keep doing it. And it was fun. It was great. You didn't have all this, complete ball rolls and drag backs and the Ronaldo flicks and getting defenders to do ball rolls and step overs in the penalty area where that ain't gonna happen. Let's be honest with ourselves here. That would never happen in a football match. It doesn't matter how many times you watch a football match, you ain't gonna see a defender or a goalkeeper standing in his penalty box or the 6-yard box or whichever area of the pitch, that part of the pitch it is. You're not going to see a defender or a goalkeeper standing in the penalty box or the 6-yard box or in a defensive area of the pitch doing constant step overs, ball rolls and flick ups. And you're not going to see a defender flick a ball up with it and run straight through the middle of the pitch and score. It's just a load of bollocks. It ain't going to happen. That's just pathetic and stupid. And that's the kind of level that this FIFA is, that we've unfortunately had the misfortune of purchasing and playing. Because if you were all honest with yourselves, those things that are actually happening in this game would never happen in a real life game. It just wouldn't happen. This is the reason why people get so frustrated and angry, and it's just beyond stupid. Other games, I still haven't played that Sackboy yet. I don't know what it's like. I've seen clips of it. It looks really good fun and a bit of a laugh to play. So I haven't played that yet, so that'd be quite ironic to play. Yeah, I mean, FIFA is the main part of the channel. That's basically what people want to see of me rage, and but because of those certain individuals who keep clipping me, sending my clips to PlayStation to get my PSN banned, I'm unable to do FIFA on that PSN account. It just, so unfortunately, FIFA will not be coming back on, unless I just record the rewards, or just sit down and open rewards and that's it, or search for players, go on the transfer market. But I would not be playing FIFA on that account again. It's just a no-go. I've got my other account where I can play Fortnite to my heart's content, but like I say, you can only play so much of it because it does get a little bit tedious. Other games, I don't know. Just there's nothing really that's grabbed me. That's think, wow, got to get that game. There's nothing out there really to the extent of me wanting to purchase another game. So in a way, I think gaming has gone quite stale. Like the games that have come out, it's gone quite stale, to be honest. No, it's not as exciting as what it used to be. So I don't know. Maybe take a different approach and not do gaming anymore. Maybe do something totally different with my channel, and like fishing. Do fishing, or I don't know. Do like a pool competition, get my mates, and we could do a live stream of matches and stuff like that. I don't know, but like I say, that we can do different things with my channel. It's not all about one certain subject. It can be anything that I want to put on there, within reason, of course. But yeah, that doing FIFA and that is just a no-go, because they're targeting that deliberately, just that game. That's all it is. They're just deliberately targeting that game. and that's the actual game that gets more views on it because of the way I react to the stupidity on the game. So of course, when you get to the boiling point of that stupidity, you say things that are not targeting actual people, but you're targeting the game itself. So you take frustration on the stupidity that is involved in that game. And it's the same for anybody who's actually played it competitively. You understand that. But these certain individuals, think it's okay to try and, be dickheads, basically. So, say discussing stuff on my channel, which is just, it's not good, because you don't see me going into other people's streams and saying that kind of crap. What they do, I wouldn't lower myself to that, horse shit that comes out of their mouth. So yeah, been watching the football today. We watched Man City celebrate their Premier League victory. Of course, when you watch it back, if you look at Jack Grealish, he's drinking in the tunnel. And fair play, he's a down-to-earth guy. He's doing really well for himself. Why not have a few drinks? You've celebrated, done the hard work by winning the Premier League, coming back from so many points behind and doing it. He's played really well, he looks in good spirit. And so, yeah, but if you watch him as he's being interviewed, he's actually being interviewed, he looks like he's had a skinful already. So I'm sure they'll be on it big time tonight, and rightly so. They've done the hard work of winning the Premier League, and it's not an easy feat. You've got to be consistent, and they had a really bad start, but they pulled it through after that. And gained points from Arsenal's slipping up. So it's brilliant. On a football kind of note, I'd like to see them do it. Win the treble, because that means Manchester are the only ones that have won the treble. The only ones that can do it. But I just believe that they deserve it, because like I say, they got two more finals. One is against United. I hope United win, don't get me wrong, but also I'd like to see Man City do it to try and complete the treble, because like I say, they've got one foot in towards winning the Champions League, and this is going to be the best chance they've ever going to have, by winning that big one. And that's the main one that they're actually trying to win and hoping to win. Anyway, let me complete making my coffee, by the way. Oh. So, yeah, we've got sachet. Oh, by the way, I bought some new fish from the bank, because a couple of my fish, one grew too big, the angel crawn, that grew too big, and the big clownfish that I had in there, the big one, the one with it's brown with the yellow stripes, unfortunately that it was not doing too good, and he basically wasn't swimming right. He's been attacked in there, because basically he was struggling. So unfortunately, I had to do the decent thing and put it out its misery. So it was gutting, really, because I've had it for such a long time, and you don't want to see anything like that happen, but you have to do the right thing, unfortunately, for the state of for the good health of the fish. So like I say, it's hard. Like any pet, you got to do the right thing to put them out of the misery. So yeah, got a few bits and bobs. Got some snails in there. I got a crab in there. I bought a crab, and it's only a little crab, but I was watching. It's only about that big, like that round, that diameter. And I was watching it last night, and it was crawling across the sand, and it was bloody funny. Honestly, it's so comical. And I brought a what's it called? Algae goby, I think it's called. An algae goby, yeah. And but honestly, that is just one of the most funniest things you will ever watch in the tank. It stays on the bottom. It does go on the rocks occasionally, but mostly it goes on the on the bed of the tank. So it scuttles along and it eats all the loose food that's on the bottom, cleans up the sand and everything. It's bloody funny though. The way it scuttles around, it's comical. And I've bought myself an orange. It's only about that big, like that big, and it's an orange goby as well. It's So and 5 snails as well, and a little crab. That cost me about 90 quid for that, but needs must. So there's a lot of room in that tank now. So I will be getting further fish. I will be getting more fish. But it all takes time. I want them to feel settled, but I will be getting fish that are compatible with them, so they're not aggressive. There's no aggression in that tank, and they're all safe and sound and happy to swim about and enjoy the time in there. So yeah, we're all good. So, any thoughts on the new game that will be coming out? Is there anybody got any ideas of what you've heard, or any updates on what you think would be good for that game? What you think that is going to happen with that new game? Does anybody have any ideas on that? Have you heard anything that? Is it a definite, or does anybody know? I think we still have. Well, we've got a few people left anyway. I've been doing. Oh, by the way, I've been doing. On the app, the mobile app. So I've been doing my daily login. So, hopefully at the end of it, I'll be getting something else nice in there, because I got is a right winger, and I think he plays in the Italian league, I think. But yeah, that was worth quite a bit. Yeah, that player's worth about 2.5 million, but I expect him to go down anyway with all these players coming out. And I've looked on the transfer market, and my God, they're cheap. Some of those players are really, really cheap, so you can go out and get a team of the season, and it's going to hardly cost you anything to build. So has anybody heard anything, on the new game that will be coming out at all? Because you hear rumours, don't you? You hear rumours, so it's not a definite. But if you know any more information on whether there is any definite things happening with the new game, that'd be great to know. I mean, there's another thing as well, right? There's another thing as well. So if you look at like WF Gaming, he's quit FIFA, and he deleted it off his account, which was quite funny. I watched it back, and it was quite funny. And that was the first time he's come back and played FIFA, and he's deleted it off. That was quite comical. And like I say, Shockwave, he's packed up FIFA as well. He's basically named channel Hooked on Fishing. So it's everybody's just fed up with the game basically, and that's what I see. And everybody's just had enough of the stupidity of it. Nobody's got time for the load of products that they provided. That's the reason. Like I say, that's the reason why we all get peed off with it, because there's just too much crap to deal with. So has anybody got any updates on what they want to talk about, or anybody want to tell me anything what they've been doing or anything? So yeah, it's one of them really, isn't it? Still ridiculous, right? Oh, it is. Well, it will be. Like I say, it's coming to the end, and I expect, because the reasons behind it is because basically the split just ran the ball into his own net. Oh dear. So I mean, you got. I believe the reason why they've done it is because they're not going to own it anymore, and I guess they deliberately just, left it to Runes and just done as, did it deliberately to cause aggro and not fulfil their end of the bargain of producing something enjoyable again. So yeah, I believe that's the reason why they've done it in the first place. So. Yeah, I'm glad I'm away from the game. I'm glad I'm away from the game. Oh, so there's even more loans come out now, are they? Right, okay. Might as well play with no goalkeeper, really. So the goalkeepers are even worse than what they were before the last time I played. If you watch a football match and you don't see the goalkeeper diving backwards in his own net when the ball's straight at him, does he? He stands his ground, he collects the ball out of the air, or he brings it into his chest and cradles the ball, and and then starts the attack. So, you don't see the ball, going through someone's hand, or you don't see the goalkeeper completely diving backwards when the ball's about 1 inch away from his hand. They actually, even when they're trying to stretch for the ball, they actually stretch for the ball. They dive sideways and they stretch out, and they make themselves as big as possible to get to get the ball. In FIFA's case, they dive backwards and they hold their arms and their hands into their chest. They don't stretch them out and just fall to the ground and dive backwards. Oh, really? So those 99 loans then, oh my God. At the moment is ridiculous, right? So basically they're going to have 99 contracts on each loan in there. Well, that's just, yeah. Well, that's not FIFA, is it? That's not, that's not fun at all. That's basically a way of cheating, because you've not actually purchased the player. You've actually just basically just using a player that's been given to you but not earned. So they've got tots with 99 games. Oh my God. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. That's partly the reason why a lot of people have quit the game and don't want to go anywhere near it, because of all this. So, like I said, I'm glad I'm away from it, to be honest. I've not missed playing it at all. I've missed, going on transfer markets and looking at players and just have a bit of, banter with it. But in playing ways of it, I've not. I look on the SBCs and stuff, like on the app. I do that, when I get a chance. And I do the daily login all the time. But as in playing it, I'm glad I'm not even touching it, because if you realise when the 85-10 comes out, the 85-10, for a fact that you're going to be receiving all these cards anyway. So what is the point? What was the actual point of it? When you know that you're going to get all the cards anyway, You know, when the SBC, the 8510 comes out, everybody's just going to batter it and you're just going to have the same cards anyway. You know, without you even playing it. So. Alright, let me know what time is it anyway? So I'm not. It's 20. Oh, right, yeah. It's nearly time for match of the day. So yeah, shove back over there. Got my coffee. I'm gonna grab some food out of the fridge, out the freezer. Don't know what I'm having yet. And if that dog's pissed on the floor again, go ya! Heck yeah! There, you're having a walk around here. Look. Freezer. What should we have? Let's have a look. Oh, I know. We'll have some of this, I think. The 15 times 83 is okay. Oh, is it? I'm going to have a sweet sour chicken dinner. That's what I'm going to have. Microwave meal. Get that down me. And then I'll be watching Match of the Day. So, all good. 92 tots and 91 tots in it. Wow. Really? So that's the 15 times 83. And is that like, so what have you got to put in that? Do you know what you've got to put in that though to get that? So I might look at that when I'm on the app a bit later. It's an objective, oh dear. Oh well. Shit happens. No mind. Oh well. I'm not going to lose sleep over it, so. Season progress. Ah, okay. Well, to be honest, with that data login, I've got a chance to get in a team of the season player anyway. So I'll just keep everything until, like, you know, I'm able to go back on it, and then we'll just, like, I don't know, I'll have that much product by the time of with the from doing the daily login, then, you know, I'm going to be able to do the SBCs anyway. So, I mean, I'm going to have another team of season player from that daily login, so Kushti. Hopefully it's going to be a massive one, and, you know, I can keep it back, and, you know, that'd be good. So what other games, you know, have you guys been playing apart from FIFA then? Have you been playing anything else? Is anything else that's actually grabbed your attention and, you know, thinking that it's really good and fun to play, or not? Or... It's just that I've looked at a few games, but it don't really, you know, it hasn't really given me any inspiration to buy any games, to be honest. There you go. Well, guys and girls and whoever's watching, thanks for all the great chat and support and interaction with me this evening. I really do appreciate it. Have a great week, whatever you're doing. I'm sure we'll do another, you know, another chat again. But guys, I'm going to get ready to watch Match of the Day, and hopefully you guys have a great week and enjoy the rest of the evening. So thanks guys, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon. All right.